Welcome to the notes on adding and subtracting rational expressions with unlike denominators. Okay, I like these steps right here just kind of as a guide for you guys. All right, step one, find the least common denominator. That's something we've just done in 11E. All right, in order to find the least common denominator, remember a lot of these make sure to factor first, okay, in order to do so. And then we're going to rewrite each rational expression as an equivalent expression, something that's equal. Remember, we talked about that, multiplying by top and bottom by the same thing. And then we got to add or subtract the numerators with the sum or difference over the common denominator. So once we got the common denominator, and then just simplify the answer. So all things that we've done before, let's take a look at these. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys what the least common denominator is. So I look at the numbers first, right? 10 and 25. What's the least common denominator? That means the least common multiple. Well, those both multiply into 50, right? So I can they need to multiply into 50. And then when I look at the exponents, remember, it's always the highest exponent. So in this case, it would be 50x squared. So since I know that's the least common denominator, I figured what do I have to multiply each side by to get to 50x squared? Well, I know that this side, I need to multiply it by 5. Okay, and I don't need to multiply the x squared. I already got the x squared, so I just need to multiply top and bottom by 5 over 5. Remember, the equivalent expressions, you multiply the top and bottom by the same value. And then on this side, I can see I need to multiply this by, I need to multiply by 2x. So I need to multiply top and bottom by 2x. So now once I've done that, 3 times 5 is 15 over 50x squared plus 14x over 50x squared. Now I've got a common denominator, so my final answer, I know it's going to be 50x squared. And then on top and bottom, I cannot combine those. I'm going to write the x first. So it's just 14x plus 15. Look to simplify if you can at the end, but in this case, you cannot. All right, here we go. This one. All right, I'm going to zoom in just a touch so we get a little more room here. All right, x squared minus 4. Again, first thing I do is I got to factor this. Remember, that's really x plus 2, x minus 2. Well, now you can see that the least common denominator is going to be x plus 2, x minus 2, right? I'm going to put those together. So on this side, I don't have to do anything, but you can see over here, I don't have the x minus 2, so I need to multiply top and bottom by x minus 2 over x minus 2. Okay, now with this negative right here, I'd like to change that to a positive and then put my negative sign right here. So then you can see that I need to distribute this negative to both values. So I know my least common denominator is going to be something over x plus 2, x minus 2. I'm going to kind of combining steps here, x plus 2, x minus 2. All right, then I'm going to bring the 6x from this side. And then this is going to become minus 3x plus 6. Okay, so when I combine like terms, 6x minus 3x is going to become 3x plus 6 over x plus 2, x minus 2, right? There's my common denominator. Then always look to see if we can simplify. All right, I can factor out a 3. So that becomes 3. Factor out the 3, I'm left with x plus 2. And then it's all over my x plus 2, x minus 2. Well, you can see that this right here will cancel out. They're the same thing. So my final answer is 3 over x minus 2. There you go. Okay. A couple more here. Okay, my least common denominator is going to be the 3x times x plus 1, right? So that means I need to multiply top and bottom on this side by x plus 1 over x plus 1. All right, I'm going to have to distribute there. And then on this side, I'm going to have to multiply each side by 3x over 3x. So on this side, I'm going to have 2x plus 2. And I'll show all the steps. Last time I didn't. Then this time I'm going to have 3x, x plus 1, plus 5 times 3x is 15x over 3x, x plus 1. So I know my final answer is going to have this common denominator. So it's going to be 3x, x plus 1, and on top, I'm just going to combine like terms. The 15x and the 2x is 17x plus 2. There's my final answer. Okay, got to be able to find that least common denominator. All right, here's one that's a little different. Okay, remember this. We're gonna rewrite 2. All right, now we're gonna make that, all right, negative x plus 3. I'm going to factor out the negative 1, and I'll be left with x minus 3. So now, I said when we have a negative, make this a plus, and bring the negative sign to the top, and this is going to become negative 1 all right, x minus 3, right? Well, these negatives actually will cancel out right here. Negative over negative becomes just a positive 9. So my common denominators are going to be the same. So I actually don't have to do anything to each side. So now I'm going to have 7 over x minus 3 plus 9 over x minus 3. So my final answer will just be 16 over x minus 3. There you go. All right. Again, these are keys. See, like that, you know it's going to become this. See how it cancels out. One more example for you. Again, we're just really concentrating on that factoring first. Trinomials. Remember, that becomes our set of double parentheses. Because how does it go from there? I wouldn't know. So what multiplies to positive 2 that adds up to negative 3? Well, it's got to be negative, negative. We know it's y and y here. So it's got to be negative 2, negative 1. And then you can see that this side they've each got the y minus 1, but then this side needs the y minus 2 over y minus 2. So we're going to change this to plus. We're going to make this the negative. Okay, just a lot easier to see. Now I'll show those steps. So we're going to have negative 7 over y minus 2, y minus 1. And that's going to be plus. Again, we're going to have that same common denominator, y minus 2, y minus 1. And then we're going to have negative 2y, and we're going to have plus 4. So then we're going to combine like terms, and we're going to get negative 2y, negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. And then that's all going to be over, all right, our y plus 2, y minus 1. And we can keep it right there. If we want to factor out the negative 1, we could, but that answer will work. And that's how you add and subtract rational expressions with unlike denominators.